Okay, so if you're watching this video right now, then you need to really consider yourself lucky because right now this channel doesn't have that many subscribers. And right now this channel is relatively new. So since this channel is new, then you could be one of the first people to gatekeep this thing that I'm about to show you right now. And what I'm about to show you is a mathematical system. And when I say this, that you guys are lucky for watching this, you guys are genuinely lucky. And I'm really not trying to be arrogant. But the reason why you guys are lucky is because what I'm about to show you is a mathematical system that works without fail, that literally has a 100% guaranteed success rate. And when I say that, I genuinely actually mean that. I'm not trying to be arrogant. You could do this tonight if you wanted to. You could do this tomorrow if you wanted to. But what I'm about to show you is a mathematical system that generates $2,000 to $4,000 per week strictly from your phone. And it only takes 20 to 30 minutes per day to do. So if you don't consider yourself lucky by watching this video right now, then I don't know. I really do not know. But this mathematical system I'm about to show you, it is one of the best things I've ever discovered. I've been doing it for a decent amount of time now. I'd say almost about a year now I've been doing this. And this has worked without fail. And literally anyone can do this. I've literally taught my own mother how to do this. I've taught dozens of people how to do this. And they are making active profits every single day by doing this. Now, what is this thing I'm about to show you? It's something that I call the NGG system. Now, what is the NGG system? The NGG system stands for No Gamble Gain System. Now, why is it called the No Gamble Gain System? Because one, it is technically basically guaranteed that this will work. And two, it is because it leverages sports betting apps. Now, before you click off this video, and trust me, I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, sports betting. Oh, this guy's a gambler. I don't sports bet. I've never sports bet in my life. You don't need to know anything about sports betting at all. You don't need to know anything about sports at all. I don't know anything about sports at all, literally. Like, when I say I don't know anything about sports, if anyone knows me in real life, they know that I do not know anything about sports at all. I played basketball, yeah, I played basketball for fun back in the day, but I never watched the NBA. I always found it like a waste of time. Like, I genuinely did not like watching sports at all. Only sport I do right now is jujitsu. But no, you do not need to know anything about sports at all. You don't need to have sports bet ever in your life before because it's super straightforward. Once I go through the math of how this works, trust me, you will understand this and you will literally have light bulbs and fireworks going off in your head because of how much sense it literally makes. So if you're actually the type of person who's serious about wanting to make some extra cheese, make some extra dough, then keep watching this video in full. If you're not, then you could click off this video right now. Like the people who are actually serious about making their cheese, we're gonna gatekeep this because honestly, I have been trying to gatekeep this for a while now, and the only reason why I'm sharing this with people right now is because everyone kept asking me. Literally, everyone kept asking me because how much money and how much profit so many people are making off this. Now, let's get into it. What is this NGG system, the No Gamble Gain System? What it is, it's a mathematical strategy that I've developed that essentially guarantees profit every single time you place a bet. And when I say guaranteed profit, I'm not talking about those guys who like do arbitrage betting, if you guys ever heard of this before. No, because arbitrage betting, what it is you kind of like spend $2,000 to make a guaranteed $20. And like, who the fuck wants to do that? Spend $2,000, $3,000 to make a guaranteed $10 to $20. Like, why would you waste your time doing that? You might as well just start up an OnlyFans or something like that. You might as well just start up. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just screwing around. But anyways, this is not that. This is not arbitraging. This is not arbitrage betting. This is something that is very actually simple and easy to do. And when I say simple and easy, once you actually learn how to do it and once it makes sense, trust me, guys. Okay, let's get into it. So, how does this work? And really understand why you don't need to know anything about sports betting when I explain this. Like, this will literally, trust me, this is literally going to set fireworks off in your head. Now, the thing that you need to realize is that there are sports betting apps, and every single sports betting app has something called a welcome bonus. Now, every single sports betting app has something called the welcome bonuses. And these welcome bonuses, they're usually pretty big because all of these sports betting apps, they try to compete for each other's attention. So they try to compete for new users' attention. So what they'll do is they'll come out with some sort of huge welcome bonus. So, oh, if you deposit $500, then we'll give you an additional $500 to bet with. That's something called a deposit match bonus. There are different types of bonuses that you need to treat differently, but right now we're going to talk about something called the deposit match bonus. And guys, bear with me. I know my handwriting isn't the best because I have not written in years. It's been a long time since I've actually written something down on paper. Anyways, there's something called the deposit match bonus. And just to reiterate, what is a deposit match bonus? A deposit match bonus is when you deposit a certain amount, let's say $500, they give you an additional $500 to bet with. Now, you have $1,000 in your account. 500 being normal money, this is normal money, and then 500 being bonus money. Now, the thing is that you can't just take that free money that they give you and then withdraw that back into your bank account, because if that were the case, literally every single person in the world would doing that and then sports betting apps would go broke. No, what you have to do is you have to bet with that free money that they give you, and then the profits that you make from that free bet that they give you, that's able to be withdrawn after you do a couple of steps. So, what we do is we guarantee that we keep that bonus. We guarantee that we keep this bonus through the mathematical strategy that I'm going to be showing you right now. So, how do you do this and how does this work? Let me show you. Let's say the Raptors and the Miami Heat were playing tonight. Just any random team. It could literally be any team. Those are probably one of the only two teams that I know because I'm from Toronto. So let's say the Raptors and then the Heat are playing tonight. Raptors and Miami Heat are playing tonight. We don't want to gamble because that's not what we do. The reason why I don't market this towards sports bettors is because sports bettors are usually degenerates. They like gambling. They like losing money. Sports bettors, they're the types of people who this isn't appealing to them because there's no like hype. There's no like edge. They don't have that gut feeling in their stomach of nervousness whenever they're placing a bet because they don't have a chance to lose money. What I'm going to be showing you right now is basically a guaranteed way to make money. So you're not going to be losing money. That's why I don't have a freaking thumbnail like no, that's why I don't have a crazy thumbnail or crazy editing or anything like that, because I'm not trying to cater it towards these degenerate sports bettors. Anyways, let's say the Raptors and Miami Heat are playing tonight. What you do is you take this free $500 bonus. Let's say betting app A, let's call it betting app A. Betting app A has a deposit match bonus, and then you deposit your $500, and then they give you an additional $500 to bet with. Now you have $1,000 in your betting A account. Let's just put app A on this side, and then app B on this side. So betting app A has $1,000, 500 being your money, 500 being free money. What you do is you place the $500 on the Raptors to win, right? Then you go on betting app B, deposit $500 in your own money in betting app B, and then put $500 on the Miami Heat to win. Now, what happens if the Raptors win? Then you leave with $1,000. What happens if the Heat wins? Then you leave with $1,000 as well. Why? Because that's your earnings. You're basically doubling your money. You're leaving with the stake, the money that you put down, and then you're leaving with the with the profit. So you're leaving with $1,000 on this side if this side wins, if the Raptors wins, and if the Miami Heat wins, then you're leaving with $1,000. So if either side wins, you're still leaving with $1,000 either way. So no matter who wins or loses, you're leaving with $1,000, right? But remember, you had this additional $500 still in your account because you only bet $500 here. So are you starting to catch on? Okay, now, what would happen if betting app A were to win? Let's just see what would happen if betting app A were to win, if the Raptors were to win. If betting app A were to win, you would leave with $1,000, right? You'd leave with $1,000, so you get the $1,000 profit. But remember, we still have this $500 in this account to get the deposit match bonus. Now, we have a total of $1,500 in this account. Are you catching on? Are you guys catching on? Now, like I know some of you are probably having fireworks going off in their head, and you might be like stimulating yourself if you know what I'm saying to this, but relax. The explanation's not done yet. Now, betting app B. Let's say betting app B were to win. You would leave with $1,000. So you'd have $1,000 in betting app B, but you would still have that $500 in betting app A. So you have a total of $1,500 still. You still have a total of $1,500. $1,000 in betting app A and then $500 in betting app B. So what you literally just did there is you started off with $1,000 of your own money. You deposited $500 into here, $500 into here, but you left with $1,500. So you literally just made $500 right there. So now, are you understanding why, if you're watching this right now, you are very lucky? So what if you're to do that with multiple different apps? There are dozens and dozens of sports betting apps out there that have crazy bonuses just like this because there are so many sports betting platforms. Sports betting is literally one of the biggest things in the world right now. So all these different platforms are trying to compete for users' attention. So they're throwing out free money like this. What if you do this with multiple different apps? And this is exactly how I generate $2,000 to $4,000 per week by doing this. Now, wait, before you before you stop watching this, you need to understand something. This is a super simplified version. Very simplified version of this. So I don't want people trying this on their own, coming back to this video, commenting, saying that they lost money because they didn't know what they were doing. Because that has happened multiple times before. So if you need help with this, if you want to even see if you're able to do this or not, because a lot of people, they're actually not even in the geolocation. I don't know the word for it, but a lot of people can't even do this based off of different factors like location, age, whatever. Like there's certain criteria for people to be able to do this or be able to use sports betting apps and to do this properly. So if you want to figure out if you are even able to do this, click the link in the description below, and then you could go through the steps there, and then you could probably have a chat with me and then see if you're even able to do this in the first place. Because like what I said, a lot of people, they're probably not even able to do this. So if you want to figure out if you're able to do this or not, then click the link in the description below and go through the steps there. You could book a call with me and we'll talk about and that sort of stuff. And then we'll just chat about if you're even able to do this or not. And we'll just chat about this further. But anyways, as I was saying, this is a super simplified version of this. So a lot of people, they're gonna look at this and they're gonna try to do this on themselves, but do this on their own without any proper guidance. And then they're gonna come back to me saying like, yo, this didn't work, or I didn't make any profit, or I even lost money. Because trust me, this is a mathematical system that I've literally spent months trying to perfect, and I've lost a shit ton of money actually trying to do this before. Because like what I said, this is not the whole system. This is not the full NGG system. There's so many different factors that come into play. Things like wagering requirements, odd restrictions, odd ranges, certain timing that you have to place things in, the certain order that you have to put things in. This is just like what I said. This is a very bare bones minimum simplified version. So don't go trying this on your own and then freaking coming back to me saying that you lost money, because that has happened before, where people literally lose money by doing this and then they blame me because I gave them a super simplified version. So just disclaimer right there. So if you really do want help with this, and if you really do want to get it to the point where you're generating 2 to 4K per week by doing this, then click the link in the description below and we'll talk about this. Just book a call with me. We'll talk about this. And yeah. Now, a question that some people might have: if these welcome bonuses are only for new users, how are you making 2 to 4K per week? How are you making 2 to 4K per week? And that is a very good question. The way I'm making 2 to 4K per week is by being smart. And what I mean by being smart is, what you do, you go through all your accounts here. Let's say there are 10 different accounts that have bonuses. You go through all your accounts, you get all that money, you make all that profit. Let's say you make about $4,000 to $5,000 profit from all the different accounts that you're making, all the different welcome bonuses that you're extracting. What you do is you invest it into another person's account. So you invest it into literally anyone else's account: your brothers, your sisters, your mother, your father, your coworkers, your friends, anyone. And then you do the system with them, and then you split the profit. It's that simple. And it is not hard at all getting clients for this. And the reason why I say that is because this is literally an offer that is so good that you'd be stupid. You'd be stupid to say no. Because if I come up to you and I say, hey, let me give you the money, you put the money into these accounts, and then I'll do a system, and then after that we'll split the profit, boom, you get a free $2,000, $3,000. Do you think anyone is gonna say no? No. I've done this with so many people now. And every single person that I've actually taught this system to, the full system to, they've done this with so many people too. So it's not hard getting clients for this. It's not hard getting people to run this with you. And the reason why is because this is literally free money. You literally have to be stupid and dumb to say no. So literally, I have a 1 to 2 month waiting list at every single given moment for people who want to run this with me. I literally have people begging to run this with me. I literally have people calling my phone, asking me, yo, well, when's my turn? When's my turn? And every single person that I've actually taught the full system to, they have people begging them too. So just take that into consideration. This is so easy to do. It literally takes me 20 to 30 minutes per day to do this because all I'm doing is fucking placing bets. I'm just on my phone placing bets. That's literally all I'm doing. So yeah, like what I mentioned before, this is the very super simplified version. There's a lot more math involved because if anyone watching this right now, and like what I said, I don't market this towards sports better, which is the reason why I don't have freaking like that as my thumbnail. So if anyone watching this has ever even sports bet before, then you'll kind of understand that this is a super simplified version and like different odds wouldn't work out this way. So there is a lot of math involved. It's not as simple as this. So like what I said, it is very easy once I show you the system, how it fully works. But if I were to show you the full system right now, this video would be very, very long. So like what I said, click the link in the description below, book a call with me, and then we'll talk about it. We'll see if you're even able to do this, if you're in the position, if you're even able to do this at all. And yeah, we'll just chat about the system. And don't worry, I'm not going to try to freaking sell you on anything. We're just going to see if you're able to do this or not. I'm not one of those online guru guys. And yeah, all right, guys, later.